welcome to Spooky Travels. Yes, you are perfectly safe with us. We don't get a lot of mortals booking, but this can be a new adventure, I'm sure. And I assure you, your safety is guaranteed. Oh no, I haven't bitten a human in ages. But let's talk more about your trip. What are you interested in? Okay, you're looking maybe for some suggestions, I see. How about length of trip? How long are you looking for this to last? Oh, okay, we've got quite a lot of time to work with here. Good. Well, maybe we'll just start with a few of the basics, okay? Let me just get you booked up in the system here. Oh yes, we use all manner of modern technology here. Yes, we're very up to date. Just because I'm a 1,000-year-old vampire doesn't mean I can't be up to date on all the latest and greatest. Yes, I would maybe watch your tone when you're around some of the other creatures. They may not be quite as forgiving. In fact, I think you may want to start at... There is a small hotel, or a large hotel, that caters to my kind, and it's called the Bubbling Cauldron. I might send you over there to acclimate you a little bit to our world before you set about on some of the more exotic adventures. Okay. Although we're much kinder than we used to be. If we aren't, we would go out with the times. Okay. Alright, give me your first and last name, please. Perfect. Okay. And your address? Don't worry, I can't enter unless I'm invited. Just knowing your address won't be a problem. Okay. Well, I've got you in the system and we do have your first day down. How are you looking to travel? We have some very good witch broom services. There's usually an annual convention at the Bubbling Cauldron. You may want to check that out. Although the witches can be a bit stuffy. Yes, the vampires are a bit more fun, elegant, just all around better. Well, I can assure you you'd be very safe. Yes, certain laws were enacted and, well, let's just say there were much fewer accidents these days. Okay, great. So let's just see. We'll put you down maybe for at least a night at the Bubbling Cauldron, okay? Talk to Katrina at the front desk. She runs a very good ship there. See what she's got. She is open that day. let's see if we can put you maybe farther away from some of the other creatures. Okay. I've got you booked maybe over with the witch section. But I'll just let Katrina talk about them there, but we're on very good terms with that hotel. We use them quite often, okay? So you should be perfectly safe. Let me rephrase. You will be perfectly safe, okay? We strive for everyone to be very happy, okay? We're just so happy. Okay. So let's start about maybe the first leg of your exotic sort of thing here. We have a lot of things going on this time of year for sure. Let me just see what we've got kind of on our special docket, okay? Well, I am kind of old, so pardon me. Okay, let's see. That one's booked up, but okay, so it does appear that we have a opening for Dracula's Castle, which I've been there before. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so I would highly recommend that if you're interested. What do you think? You are interested, okay. That's going to require a flight, but again, we've got plenty of ways to get you there, don't you worry. I think this being a private tour, we might not have the tour guide following you around, but at each station there should be a small tour of creatures that will be joining you, okay? So you'll go around in a group, and yes, so you won't get lost, and I think it would be extra important for you to stay with the group. Yes, okay. Okay, I think we'll book you there and maybe just one night stay. Yeah, don't want to stay too long there. We've had a few incidents in the past. But I did hear that he's going to be out of town this particular weekend. Yes, okay. Yeah, so he'll be out of town, which is good. So you can go and tour the grounds and the facility and the home without being bothered. Yes. Oh yes. It's going to be so fun. You'll enjoy it a lot. I might have to put a special note maybe in your file to get you different food. Hold on. Okay. I think that'll be good. So, next we have on our list, the other openings we have are for several graveyards. They can cover zombies, even werewolves. But I do recommend going to the deep woods for the werewolf and possibly Bigfoot. Yes. We do have him on site at that time. He's usually working at the Bubbling Cauldron as a masseuse, but yeah, it's his vacation, so he doesn't mind visitors at all. Okay. And the werewolves, you are interested in those. Okay, good. Very, very good. Yes. We'll just take a good peek in here. Well, it looks like there is an opening for a tour of the woods. You will get werewolves, Bigfoot, and if you choose the mountain option, you will get in the abominable snowman. It does get a bit cold up where he lives, but I think if you were to dress warmly, you might be alright. Okay, would you like that? You still have plenty of time. That would be probably a 2 to 3 day leg of your journey. Is that acceptable? Good. Well, let me get you booked in. And how will you be paying for this, by the way? Oh, okay, very acceptable. Well, we just have to be sure. Okay, there we go. How about zombies? How do you feel about a few of them? This would not be the fast aggressive variety, but the slow, challenged. Yes. The brains are not what they used to be. They've gone south. Yes, they do have a good rehab program for these zombies, but the particular variety that tend to be in the graveyards are not. I like to view them as the safer variety, so for your particular case, I think that would be best. What do you think? Okay, you're agreeable to that. They do have a small cage, sort of thing. You can be inside to ensure that there's no problems. Okay, and I will just say, this entire tour is really a at your own risk type of thing. I will need you to sign a waiver before you officially sign on with the tour. Great. Just a precaution, of course. We've gone at least 423 days without an incident. 423 days since our last human. Okay, and let me see here. I've got one last one here. Oh yes, okay. Witches. We have quite a variety of witch places to be. There are many towns, quite a few current witch and historical, very widespread creature. Some people like to stick with the historical side of things, but right. And like I said, Katrina the Bubbling Cauldron can give you a very thorough of going over. I wouldn't recommend taking any food from them, yes. Yes, that's probably the biggest thing. Certainly no candy, and definitely no apples. Okay, good. How about historical? It's rather close to the woods and the mountains that you'll be on for your more woodland side. Yes. Okay. Right. Oh, I did forget to ask. Are you interested in the swamp creature? Because that is a really fun leg of the tour. No extra charge. He actually welcomes visitors, yeah. And we've only lost 3 in the last 5 years, so. Well, the swamp's a bit Yes, but I'm sure you'll be fine. It's all under the waiver you'll be signing, yes. He, strangely, is also usually at the bubbling cauldron this time of year as well, but I think he will be available. Oh yes, he actually had to cut his trip short. Yeah, pool repairs. I think he mucked it up a little too much this year. Such a shame. So yes, he had to head home, so he can't be out of the swamp for too long, so, Right. Well, his skin gets a little dry, but I will say he's one of the kindest creatures you'll ever meet, and he does play a mean game of poker. I've lost several times myself, but you can get a good tour of the swamp and the area that he resides, and then spots that might be home to victims and such. Did I say victims? I meant, tourists. Yes. Right. I'll add that on. Good. And then back to the witches. Okay. How interested in that lot are you? Yeah, I know. Oh, you are? Okay, well. No accounting for taste, I suppose. Okay. And did you want to do the broomstick convention? You do, of course you do. Okay. Perfect. Alright, and maybe let's round off your trip with a little vampire. We'll start you with classic Dracula, and then maybe we'll end with some parties. Oh yes, we throw the best parties. Safety? Oh, I can guarantee your safety. You'll be the guest of honor. Oh, well, I think it would mainly be like sort of an elegant, sophisticated, you want to dress up nicely. Lots of neck exposed. Yes. How does that sound? Sounds fun? Okay, good. You'll probably want to bring your own wine now. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, good. Is there anything else you can think of that you would be interested in seeing? I think we really do have all the basics covered here. We have the Dracula's castle. Well, we'll start you off at the bubbling cauldron. I think that's really a good icebreaker. And then we'll do Dracula's castle, personal favorite of mine. I've met Dracula, 2 times. Signed my fang once. Yes, anyway. He won't be in town, unfortunately, for your particular tour, but I think that's for the best for you. And then you'll be heading to the deep woods, the swamp, and the mountains for Swamp Thing, werewolves, the Yeti or Abominable Snowman, and Bigfoot. And then rounding all that off, I think we'll do the witches next. I have you booked for the historical side of that. Is that okay? Then you don't have to interact with very many actual witches, other than the bubbling cauldron, but Katrina's usually alright. Although I would recommend getting a haircut. Charlotte's pretty She's cut my hair a few times. Anyway. And then I think we'll do the zombies next. That's probably best. So we'll do the zombies and the graveyards. I've chosen for you the slower variety. Again, I think that's just best given the safety issues we're having with your particular tour. Okay. And then yes, rounding it all off with a sophisticated and elegant vampire party. I'll bring you back to the bubbling cauldron for that one, okay? So you can stay at the bubbling cauldron and then you'll have a ticket to the party, okay? Oh yes, that will bring you right up to Halloween. Oh no, don't do that boring witch's moon. That's not a fun ritual. You'll just end up cold and doing nothing in the graveyard. The vampire party will be much more fun. Okay. And that will bring you to the end of your tour. How does that sound? Good. Very, very good. So I would like you to sign the waiver form I have here. Okay. It's just gonna need a little signature from you, okay? Good, good. Thank you. That will cover any accidents, any wrongful deaths, or not that I'm really worried, I'm sure it'll be fine, but anything that might occur during your visit and stays will be covered under the waiver. You should be aware that anything that may happen will be your responsibility. And you understand the risks? Yes, good. We cannot be held responsible for the actions of the creatures on the tour at this facility. Good. Alright, there will be a tour guide at each stop, and we will send you your itinerary through the mail. Yes, we're not allowed to enter homes, so we'll put it in the mailbox. Alright. Are there any questions that I can answer? No. Okay. Well, we are so happy to serve you here, and I hope you enjoy your trip. Good night.